This is fine.
Over the course of 1 week, Twitch went from fine to like not fine to oh my god, it's on fire. I don't know how, and well, actually, no, I do know how, but Twitch is not fine. And in fact, it is a burning dumpster fire of just drama, gambling, and screwing over its creators. Now, I had to do I had to do some research into how all of this went so bad, and it culminated in arguably Twitch's worst decision in the history of their platform. Now, how did this all come to a head? How did all of this happen? Well, I'm going to delve into it right now. So, hold your horses because this is a long one. So, I think it's important to actually go back to when all of this began. I think all of this began at an event called ShitCan. ShitCan is like a convention for top streamers to get together and do little fun skits and whatnot. Now, XQC, who's the biggest streamer on Twitch, no-showed at the last minute, and this made a bunch of the top streamers mad. So this caused a massive storm. XQC then revealed why he didn't show up, and then after that, he revealed that it was due to family or personal issues, and then the next day, he broke up with his girlfriend live on stream. I don't know why, but it was very uncomfortable. So that's kind of a glimpse. I want to talk about two things that impact important to me: the gambling and the revenue. So let's get into that right now. All right, let's start off with our first big story: gambling.
Ah! 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 What is that? What is that? Ah! Ah!
Gambling is bad. We all know this. But you know who gambled on Twitch? Slicker. Slicker is a popular streamer on Twitch who was able to scam both his viewers and his friends and his streamers out of $300,000. Yes, $300,000. He was able to get out of everyone on Twitch. I don't know how, but I mean, he's a good con man, I guess. But let's look at this. Several prominent Twitch streamers, including Hassan, are calling out fellow streamer It's Silker after he allegedly scammed them out of money to fuel what he describes as a gambling addiction. Over the weekend, streamers took to Twitch and Twitter, sharing voice messages, videos, and DMs in which the UK-based streamer begged them for money. He used well-known financial scamming strategies, claiming that his bank account had been frozen and that he needed funds to pay his bills and otherwise to stay afloat until his bank account would release the funds. Sympathetic streamers that sent him large sums of money with the expectation that would be paid back, but it would take months or sometimes years. So basically, this guy took advantage of, you know, sympathetic streamers and his own fans. You know, just good people that care about others. And he took advantage of them. And this isn't just like a small amount. No. There are like some really, really shady stories in here. Like some of his fans gave him thousands of dollars. There were streamers that gave him there's like a streamer that gave him $27,000 and other streamer that gave him $45,000. There was a chemo patient that gave him $7,000. A chemo patient that needed chemotherapy gave him $7,000 and he didn't give it back. Like, this is a serious situation. Like, it's bad. Like, this gambling addiction is really bad. Like, this is like, I like the scale of how bad his gambling addiction is astronomical. And on about a couple days ago or a week ago at this point, he admitted it to everyone that yes, he borrowed money from streamers and his fans. According to Slicker, his addiction started with CSGO skin betting. Eventually, I found out you could gamble with money, he explained. From there, he used the money he earned from streaming to support his sports betting habit, but that income wasn't enough for him. I'm sorry, not. He began to ask around for money, lying about the reason he needs the funds, while saying that he had every intention of paying people back. Now, of course, this didn't happen. He just never did it. Although Slicker's particular flavor of addiction was sports betting, the incident touched off a conversation about gambling on Twitch's platform. Currently, slot gambling streams are permitted on Twitch, with creators such as SQC making headlines for the prolific amounts of money they spend and lose on stream. After the news, high-profile streamers like Pokimane discussed a boycott on Twitch to spur the platform to ban gambling. Now, This is where the story would usually end, you know, but it didn't. And this is where it goes from crazy wild to absolutely bombshell. How big of a bombshell? Well, Twitch decides to ban all of gambling off of their entire website. Yeah, gambling. They banned every form of it except real life, but that's not important. Gambling content on Twitch has been a big topic of discussion in the community and something we've been actively reviewing since our last policy update. Today we want to update you on our plans. While we prohibit sharing links or referral codes to all sites that include slots, roulettes, or dice games, we've seen some people circumvent those rules and expose our community to potential harm. So we'll be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the United States or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. These sites will include Stake, Rollbit, Duelbits, and Roulette. However, we may identify others as we move forward. We will also continue to allow websites that focus on sports betting, fantasy sports, and poker. We'll share specifics on the updates of our gambling policy soon, including the full policy language to make sure everyone's clear on the new rules. This is big. This is huge. Like, if you've never used Twitch before, you never streamed on it, you know, and if you never even checked out websites, like, gambling is one of the biggest categories on Twitch. Like, it's like a top 5. It is a massive category, and there's massive amounts of money in terms of in what's invested on Twitch. Like, there's a lot of money that is put into gambling streams on Twitch. Twitch is going to lose a lot of money on this, and them banning gambling is a huge W in my opinion, but they are going to lose a lot of money, and there's going to be a lot of streamers that are pissed off. Like, there are going to be a lot of fucking streamers that are going to be angry, and there already are angry streamers that are mad about it. But wow, this is huge. Like, again, if you're Twitch or like in the game at all, or if at least, you know, are involved in the platform, you know how prevalent gambling streams are, and this is just huge. Like, this is a big thing, and again, this would have been the end of the whole story until about a couple of days ago, where Twitch, they dropped a bombshell that was so negative and so bad that it actually probably killed the entire platform. So how bad is this news? Very bad. Like, extremely bad. So Twitch has decided, fuck over creators, basically cut all of their pay to like the top 1% of streamers, top 10 by 20%. It's horrible. Like, that is so bad. But let's just jump into this. So they kind of released an like a whole like blog post of everything, and I kind of wanted to highlight the most important points of this whole thing. So let's get into this shit. For these streamers still on those premium deals, we're adjusting the deal so that they retain their 70-30 share split for the first 100k earned through subscription revenue. Revenue above 100k will be split at the standard 50-50 share split. We're announcing this change now, but it won't go into effect until after June 1st, 2023. After that, streamers will only be affected once their existing contract is up for renewal. So basically, these streamers are going to get affected once, either like if they hit 100k, either when the contract runs out or after the date. This is so bad. Like, and explaining this, like, if you're a top streamer and you had a 70-30 deal, like, basically Twitch takes 30%, like, so let's take, like, I don't know, let's take Hassan. So if Hassan makes like 70% of the revenue, then 30% of that goes to Twitch. Well, now, because of this update next year, rather than Hassan getting 70%, Hassan is gonna get 50%, and Twitch gets 50%. You know, like, that's really gonna keep people excited for your platform, Twitch. That's really gonna keep people ecstatic to work on your platform. It's like, why do you do this? And that's just my understanding, but I want to delve back into this. For those who are affected, we wanted to make sure the impact was minimal, not just by giving them ample time before the deal goes into effect, but also by offering them alternative ways to earn revenue. Our recent bump in ads share to 55% as part of the ads incentive program, and is a great way for these larger streamers to make up most, if all, that revenue. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Twitch, come here. Twitch, come here. Ads are not good. Your ads are some of the worst ads on the entire internet. Right? Your ads are so bad that it's like nearly unwatchable. Right? If I ever reach affiliate or partner on stream on Twitch, and some, average Twitch viewer comes in, and I blast them with 6 to 10 ads of like Google and TikTok or whatever, or football, they're not gonna stick around. They're gonna go to like some other big streamer instead. Why would they come and watch me? The person they've never heard of. Why would they do that? Why would they go watch, or no? Or even if like a big streamer, like they're watching their favorite streamer and they have to sit through 10 ads of their favorite streamer. Would they do that? They might just go to YouTube or something, or go do something else. The ads on Twitch are some of the worst ads. It's unbearable. They're horrible. Twitch ads, that's your goal. At least with YouTube, no matter, even like, I find YouTube's ads really annoying, but at least you can skip them. On Twitch, you can't skip them. The only way you can skip them is if you have an ad block. So bad. What an L. Big L by Twitch. But there's more here. Then they have to explain why. Why not 70-30? At the time of this posting, more than 22,000 of you have weighed in on user voice, asking us to move all streamers to 70-30 and to pay streamers faster. And they basically try to weasel their way around not doing this. They basically go into like, well, they try to like basically weasel out, like investments, like products like Prime subs and community gifting, Hype Train, all these other things have driven an increase of more revenue per viewer. So they're trying to come up with all these other things, and they're trying to justify them basically cutting streamers' revenue, like saying, oh well, the Hype Train has increased revenue for streamers, so we could take away like 20% of your revenue and give it to us. That's cool. And then this tidbit is just a perfect tidbit. Lastly, we want to talk about we have to talk about the cost of our service. Delivering high definition, low latency, always available live video to nearly every corner of the world is expensive. Twitch, you're owned by Amazon. Twitch, you're owned by Amazon. Are you kidding me? Twitch. Oh my god, I'm gonna break my neck. You're literally owned by Amazon, like one of the wealthiest companies on earth. You're like, well, it's too hard. Don't you know it's kind of hard to own a website? It's really hard to run a website. Like, your website isn't even as good as YouTube, right? Like, come on. Oh my god. Using the published rates from Amazon Web Services Interactive Video, which is essentially Twitch video, live video costs for like 100 CCU streamer who streams 200 hours a month are more than 1,000 per month. We don't typically talk about this because frankly you shouldn't have to worry about it. We'd rather focus on doing what you do best, but to fully answer the question of why not 70-30, ignoring the high cost of delivering the Twitch surface would have meant giving you an incomplete answer. That's so bad. That's so tone deaf. Imagine if YouTube was like, hey, we're not gonna be able to pay our content creators as much money because it costs too much to run the website. Like, if you do that for any website, like, people would just be like, what? Like, that's your business model. Your whole business model is to run a website. Like, if you're hemorrhaging that much money, then that might be a problem for you as a website. Like, that is horrific. And so what's the results of this? Well, to me, it's kind of obvious. With Twitch basically going like, you need to air more ads in order to, make money now. That's our goal. Make less money on subs and more on ads, because that's what streamers want to do. They want to just air more ads instead of, airing less ads. So what's going to happen? Number one, as I said, forcing streamers to air more ads. But the result is probably the most cataclysmic for Twitch and why it could kill the platform. Streamers leaving the website or not signing exclusive contracts. I mean, this is already becoming a problem. YouTube is already kind of gobbling up every single big streamer that isn't under contract. I mean, like, they're just like, YouTube is just like shoveling out the money and gobbling up all the top streamers, you know. And now that Twitch has basically made it a policy where you don't have to sign a you can, you know, stream on multiple platforms. Why would people sign an exclusive contract to Twitch? Why? Especially if you're a top streamer, you know, why would you do that? When they're paying you less and wanting you to work more, why would you do that? Just why? Why would you do that to yourself? It's not worth it. And it's not just like they're not going to sign exclusive contracts. They might just leave the platform entirely. Like, why would Twitch do that? Like, and I mean, I know why. Twitch is doing this because they're not profitable and they're trying to make money. So that's why. But it's gonna inadvertently like kill the platform, because if you're not gonna have any top streamers that aren't gonna be exclusive, then how are you gonna, like, I don't know. But YouTube has the true potential to kill Twitch, and Twitch need to get some shit together, or else they're gonna be, in like 5 years or so, they might be dead. So yeah, Twitch is in deep trouble.